Well, happy hump day, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 29th. We actually only have 2 more days left in the whole month. And we're going to go from it's pretty warm today to being cold tomorrow. And then by Saturday, we're going to be in the 70s. I'm going to do a happy dance. But anyway, as y'all know, on Wednesdays, we have seafood because the seafood hater is not here. So tonight we're going to have cod. I got some cod fillets at Giant. They were actually marked down. And so I was like, woohoo, we're having cod. Okay, cod is a very mild fish, so you got to season it up in order to help flavor it because it doesn't have much. So what I have here are, I have four portions of the fish, and I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. So what I have here is half a teaspoon of kosher salt. If you wanted more, you could, but I really think that's sufficient. Okay, so we put that over the top. Now what I have in this little bowl is a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of butter melted, and I have 1 clove of garlic that I minced up. I'm going to mix that all together, and we are going to brush this over the top of the cod fillets. So we're just going to brush this on. Now I'm going to have some left over, and that's okay because I need that for later. This is also another brand new recipe. I am a very fortunate woman. My husband will try anything. He's a good sport. My whole family, by and large, except for Mr. Fussy. Okay, so we have that done. Now what I have here is 1/4 cup of my panko breadcrumbs, and they wanted them seasoned, so I put some Italian seasoning in there, and I used some of my, because of course I always tastefully simple up this stuff, so I used some of their garlic and herbs, because that's one of my, or spinach and herb. That's one of my favorites. So now I'm going to sprinkle this over the top of the fillets. So far, so uber simple. Okay, now with the rest of this garlic butter, we're just gonna sort of pour that over what we got left here. Okay, so before I came online, I made the cream sauce that this is going to be. This is baked cod and cream sauce. So the cream sauce was simply a 1.5 tablespoons of butter, a 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Whisked that together for like a minute, and it was nice and creamy. Then I put in 1 cup of whipping cream and 1/2 cup of milk and a 1.5 tablespoons of shredded parm, and I whisked that up. It took about 10 minutes, and we have that done here. It's, whoop, forgot to turn on the oven. We get a nice, somewhat thick kind of sauce. I seasoned this with seasoned salt and pepper. You could just use whatever you've got at home, but what we're going to do is that we're going to put this. Ugh, I'm gonna be making a mess everywhere. Oh well. We want to get this in between the fillets. So we're going to kind of pour that around, and we just want the very top of the fillets to be sticking out And when you're making this sauce, you want to make sure that you taste it. Because, you know, quite frankly, when I first tasted it, it didn't taste like much of anything, you know, until I got some good seasoning going on in there. So all you really want is the very tops of the fillets sticking out. Well, there we go. I think that's pretty good. A little bit more in there. All right. So there we have it. And then all that has to happen with this, you can see just the very tops are sticking out. It's going to go into a 400-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. And that's just until this sauce starts to bubble. You know, it's like it's going to get bubbly, and, you know, then when that's going on, you're going to take your oven and you're going to turn it to broil, and you're going to broil it for 3 to 5 minutes, just till the tops of your fish gets golden. You want to keep an eye on this because you don't want to burn it. We're going to have that along with jasmine rice and steamed broccoli. So that's what's for dinner at the Kahn household. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, I will have the recipe, and I will eventually figure out how to get the recipe here onto YouTube. So if anybody has a suggestion, I've been trying to figure it out, and I haven't quite got it unless I just type the whole thing out in the comments, which I could do, but that would be a drag. So I'm going to try to figure it out. I'm not the world's most technically savvy person, but I'm getting there. So that's it. And I will talk to you later. Thanks so much for joining me. See ya. Bye.